Leaving the scene of an accident is a more serious charge than people think. It can be a misdemeanor, it can be a felony, and it all depends on whether or not someone was injured in the accident. You know how some people sort of make up these worst case scenarios in their head about what might have happened? And that is the problem with leaving the scene of an accident, right? Because every leaving the scene of an accident case has some cop or prosecutor, and maybe even judge, wondering why the heck did this driver flee? Were they drunk? Did they have drugs in the car, guns in the car? Their mind wanders, and this is bad news. But the fact is, we all make mistakes. We all freak out from time to time. That doesn't mean that you were drunk. It doesn't mean that you had drugs in the car or you had a gun in the car. And the good news is, from my perspective, we have lots of defenses to these cases. We have lots of ways of beating a leaving the scene. The key here, though, is we've got to minimize the damage up front. And I know you've heard this 1,000 times. Please, my advice is don't talk to the police without first having a lawyer help you out. And I know I sound like I'm a barber telling you you need a haircut, but you do. You can't talk to the police until you get an attorney involved on a leaving the scene. We have lots of very good reasons and defenses as to why our clients leave the scene of an accident. It may be that the driver needed medical treatment. Medical treatment doesn't mean you need an emergency room note. It can be all sorts of things. I've had people who have hit a pole somewhere and nobody else was injured, and their diabetes or their medical condition, it just spikes. It goes crazy because of the impact. These folks don't have to sit around and wait for their medical condition to deteriorate. They can go get their medical treatment and report the accident to the police later. I'll tell you, the police have real problems proving leaving the scene of an accident cases, because more than most cases, the cops are going to really push hard. They want a confession because they don't have much of a case. They don't know who was driving that car. They'll knock on the owner's front door, the registered address. They'll ask anybody who answers the door. I don't care if it's a 12-year-old kid. Who's driving that car? Who normally drives that car? They'll get your mom to convict you if they can. So I want you to make sure, get an attorney quickly, get an attorney up front, and then you don't need to worry about it. That's my best recommendation on something like this.